our magnet trick to find our joists in the ceiling, because we are going to, I keep calling them studs, they're actually joists, ceiling joists. We are going to be mounting our kayak. This is our kayak. This is about 80 pounds empty, so we need something substantial to store it. If we're gonna do the same thing that we did for our bikes over here, which is use a sort of a store-bought kayak hoist system, we have managed to get one of those. I have that right here. It's got all kinds of different pieces to it. Unfortunately, this one arrived not in great working order. So we have ordered another one, and it is right here. We are going to get that put up. We're going to put our anchor trolley over. That will be a separate video. So what we're going to do, we have so far, last week, we located out all of our ceiling joists, and we put up two 2x4s, which are going to mount, function as mounting plates. And we're going to mount our hardware, our hoist hardware, to each of those mounting plates, which are screwed in with 3¼ inch lag screws to the ceiling joists. So those are going nowhere. That whole system can hold a whole lot more weight than that thing. So this particular kayak hoist system, and again, we're going to use the working one. This is rated at 125 pounds. This is about 80 pounds. So that should be enough for what we're doing up here. So stay with us as we develop, build, mount, whatever, our kayak storage system. Next on DIY with the Doc. We are going to take a look at some of the tools that we're going to need to install this system. We will need our impact driver. We will need our drill. We used our circular saw, which is, we are going to head up and mount our mounting plate into our ceiling. So, and it's important to kind of like lay this out, right? So I want roughly things coming down here. I want to mount, this boat's going to mount upside down, and I want it across the stronger parts of the hull. So I want to mount first to here, and then again here, I want to be mounting right against the strongest parts of the hull. So that gives me a sense, with the boat all laid out on the floor, of where I want this. And I probably will cheat this up just a little bit. But I think this is going to be pretty good. So let's get up there. My wife's sticks in the way. And we will get this mounted up. And this process actually goes pretty quickly. You can see that I've been here before. I actually mounted the first part of the other piece before I realized that the second part didn't fit, or wasn't manufactured exceptionally well. So we are just going to go right through the hole here, right into our sort of pilot hole, and mount right to our mounting plate. And our second one. Again, we're all lined up, so. And that, kids, is as solid as it gets, not going anywhere. So our first mounting plate is up. We're gonna do the same thing over here. And let me check back in with you in a minute. Hey, welcome back. So the manufacturer recommendation on a pilot hole for these particular lag screws is a 7/32 pilot hole. This has gotta sit in there really snug. So I'm gonna choose a 13/64 bit here, and we're going to pop it into our drill. Our drill bit set is put away, so we can take our impact driver up and mount our mounting plate hardware. Okay, here we are. And this is going to go up exactly the same way that our last one went up. Just kind of a general tip. Don't mount it all the way up until you can get the other one. The last thing you want to do is kind of glue this thing up into the space and not be able to shift it around and get the bracket where you want it to be. So we're there, and we can go all the way in. Okay, there we go. We've got good, solid hang, nice and straight. I think we're in good shape here. So let's mount the pulleys, and then we'll get our rope threaded. 14, 5/8, 17. Look at that. Let's make sure that's going to work for us. Oh yeah, that's going to work just fine. And that's going to work just fine. So we've got our tools. Let's get a couple of these. Get up on the ladder, and we will get this mounted up. So important thing to remember here is we are mounting this one this way, okay? So we need to mount the other one this way, right? So lines are going to terminate here, and they're going to go through this pulley, okay? So let's get up there and get things mounted. Pretty snug. All right, that's in there, folks. That's not going anywhere. All right, let's get our other bracket mounted. So that's looking good. We're good there. Looks pretty true. All right, let's get our rope threaded and see what she looks like. So up through the hole, tie our knot. And then we're going to go back through our other pulley. We had threaded the pulley on here, which actually put it in the middle of the system, which wasn't good. It actually needs to be here when this is wrapped up and terminated. So we pulled it apart, and we are just going to go, again, back underneath the brake. We were right about that. We were right about going into this particular hole. Okay. Now we can thread our pulley. And now we can go back up through this hole. Go into our second side of the pulley. And again, that's the loop, right? That pulley should be on is now correct. Okay, and we can terminate just like we were planning to do before, right up here with our knot. Okay, so now we have a system that still doesn't make sense. So the instructions aren't 100% clear on this, but the way that this works is you feed this through both pulleys and then you create sort of this loop on the end so that what it should look like is this, right? You have this pulley attached to that hook, that pulley attached to that hook, and then when you pull this rope, both pulleys pull at the same time. So we are in good shape here, and when tension is on, it automatically locks, right? That brake locks everything down. So it holds things where you want it to be, and in order to release it, you hit it straight down and it releases. So we are correctly roped up here, and what we're gonna do is take this and tie it off, and then we're gonna see if we can get this kayak up off the ground. We've got our cleat mounted here. We have got our pulley system up and running. Things look pretty straight. Really wish those hooks sat a little bit straighter, but they sit how they sit, don't they? So we are gonna hoist up. I have tied a line. I'm gonna tighten this line up between the two so that will prevent the boat from wanting to squirt out of its hoist by having the strap slip. To say the straps are pretty good. They're thick enough. They meet Hobie standards. They're 1-inch web straps. I think they meet Hobie standards. I think I read that somewhere. So I just want to tighten this connection up between the two lines here. Yep, that's good. And again, this is just purely for safety. I'm using 540-pound rated paracord for this. You would not want to use paracord for this, however, because lifting this would be really difficult. Again, we're going to switch out for a better rope here in a little while, but let's see how this does, and we can always get up on the ladder and trim that when we are happy with what we have. Everybody, there it is. We've got our kayak hanging in our garage. We've got 1-inch straps. We have hung upside down per Hobie recommendations along the gunnel, which is the reinforced part of the kayak. We're using 1-inch web straps, which I think is also Hobie spec. We lengthened our leader so that this could hang a little bit more naturally for us. We could probably even cheat that up a little bit if we need to. We put our cleat up. We've got it reinforced for safety. We've got our extra line here. And there you have it, the great working tools. Kayak Hoist, rated at 125. This kayak right now is about 83 pounds, so it's well within its limits. It's good. We also, I'll show you back here real quickly, we cheated it just a little bit here so we could get some door clearance, and we have clearance. Well, it's the Victor. Roger. So there you go. We have our great working tools Kayak Hoist installed. Pretty happy with it. Probably will upgrade the ropes here sometime soon, but overall, pretty happy with the product. Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you like these videos, please like and subscribe. Please do comment if you have ideas of things I could do better. Always up for that. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.